Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where somebody's doing a trade recap or talking to you with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find value here in the video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at the open. I'm going to try to get short here on Tesla at 152.85. Although it looks like I was too slow as it came back up, and now it's come back down. So as of now, never mind on that trade. Maybe it'll come back up, so I'll keep an eye on it. But I was a bit too slow on the trigger there for that one. All right, now it's come back up. All over the place right now. All right, I will go ahead and pause for now. And that's why I ended up holding off. This thing is got a mind of its own right now, although could now very well be interested at 152.25 if it wants to come into play here. But first got to see if it wants to drop back to that area. There's a couple other interesting candidates out there right now too, which has also been kind of distracting me. Okay, I will pause. Turn my back for just a few moments and completely miss Tesla. Nvidia just straight down. Well, there's not much I can do with these right now. From a short side, that would just completely be chasing. Was watching this one at potentially 37, AKRO. But yeah, as of now, a lot of stuff just going straight down, which you can't really do much with. I will pause. I'm going to go ahead and get short here at 40 on AKRO. See if this thing wants to come back down here. Very bearish environment on it. Definitely has bigger spreads too, so that's why I reduced position size to 350 shares. But yeah, that $40 break is going to be the key level that it's going to have to push down through. So I like the setup. I like the candle I got. It's just a question of, does this thing want to behave like more times than not it should behave? But there are no guarantees in the market. But I like the odds. That's why I took the trade. So here we are again at that $40 mark. It's getting hit, but can it fall? Being very, very stubborn. All right, I will go ahead and pause, and I will keep you updated on the trade. Okay, I will be looking to add in some more shares at $40 if it comes into play, mainly based on the 5-minute and what the 5-minute would be looking like. But I got to see 40, then I'm going to add in 125 more shares. In fact, I like it as it is right now. So I'm just going to add in there right there because based on the 5-minute, it's already looking fantastic. So now I have 475 shares, and it's just a question of, can I get the break of this $40 mark, which it's testing once again. Will it finally fall, though, is the question. 5 minute looking fantastic. Bring over the 5 minute real quick. You can see that. So yeah, just a question of, does 40 want to fall? Or did I just get suckered in to add when I shouldn't have added, but it was the right thing to do. All right, I will go ahead and pause, and if it's looking like $40 is maybe about to fall, then I'll get the video rolling. Well, looking like I might have been completely fooled here, as this thing has just completely reversed around. 5 minute, don't care, and not looking good at all. At this point, planning on taking the loss. And got to get the loss there, so bummer. 500, that was looking so good too. But if it comes back into play, was my timing off? I think so. In at 40.29, thinking that my timing was just off. Does it finally go here? There we go. Can it get down through VWAP is going to be that first question. Have some out there at 39. So took off 250 there. Let's see if we can get this breakdown through 39. Knocking on the door. There we go. So took off another 125 there. Have 25 left, but I'm just going to go ahead and take those off there. So now I am up $56. So sometimes, oh, that one little move there. You just can't risk it. I get it. In hindsight, Clay, you should have held and you'd be up. You'd be up like 500 some dollars right now. And you're right. You're absolutely right. The problem is, and this is why trading is hard, because at that exact moment in time, that could have very well been a true breakout. That could have been the start of a continuation upwards. But when you don't know what you don't know, when you don't have hindsight in your favor, you just can't risk it. At some point, you've got to say, uh-oh, I might have been wrong. And the thing is, yeah, I wasn't wrong. My timing was off, but I acknowledged it. I got back in, and you can see that, sure, I'm not up 500 some dollars like I could have been, or even more, but I did wipe away that loss, and I'm up $56. But of such a very important learning lesson here, because you're going to meet this voice, and if you've never traded with real money, then you probably have not met this voice, but you're going to have a voice that it says, when that's going up through there, just hold, just hold. And yeah, in this case situation, it would have worked. It would have been right. But think about it. All it takes is for one of those situations to not work, and that price keeps going up and up and up. And your account, I'm not going to say is going to be blown up. I don't want to be overly dramatic, but it could spin out of control very, very quickly. So yeah, disappointing in the sense that my timing was slightly off. But you know what? I'm glad that I still trusted my overall instincts on what would, likely happen. And it did happen. It just didn't quite happen exactly when I thought it would, which is another lesson there. Meaning sometimes you can be right from an overall perspective, which I was, right? I was right from an overall perspective. However, my timing was slightly off. And that's what makes trading so difficult. It's very easy to say, I think that stock, I think that, whatever is going to go up is going to go down. And it very well may go up or may go down. But to actually make money from that in a disciplined way is hard, because you got to manage risk and you got to have your timing right. So that's just how it goes sometimes. But the good news is I don't want to be all, kind of pessimistic. The good news is sometimes your timing will be spot on. You'll get in, boom, it goes, boom, you're in the green by a whole lot, and it's fantastic. But sometimes it's off, as you saw here. But at least I got back in and took advantage of it and was able to get myself back to green there. But yeah, disappointing set of circumstances, but a set of circumstances that, look at the Tesla 5-minute. Look at this thing. Down and then all the way back up, all over the place. So probably a good thing that I stayed away from Tesla. But overall, I got about 10 minutes. I do what's called the be done in 30 approach. So on average, want to be done at 30 minutes. So 10 minutes, and I'll take a look around. But given the time of year and all that, opportunities you got to be careful with, and they diminish relatively quickly into the day. But in a weird way, at my account, not suffering's not the right word, because it's not like I even lost money, but I'm glad that things played out the way they did. It really does offer up a good illustration of sometimes you can be right, but you can still make money you can still lose money, because from a general standpoint, and I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm also kind of stalling as I scan and look for potential opportunities, because again, this truly is live. So I'm trying to scan, blab at the same time, but yeah. You can be right, but you can still lose money from it because your timing has got to be right. That's part of the equation. Not just being right from a macro sense of, I think that's going to go down. But, okay, well, when? When is it smart to get in? When do you have to admit that maybe you're wrong? All those things come into a trade plan. All right, I will pause. All right, it's 9:58. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. So I gave the lessons. It's all about timing. Sometimes you can have some mistakes within the timing, but it is what it is. That's just part of trading, and why trading is a very difficult pursuit. Not impossible pursuit, but just a difficult one because you got to be more precise than making broad overall claims. So if you enjoy these videos, if you appreciate showing the good and the bad, and obviously this one is nothing to brag about, making $55, but then again, I guess I'm not sure many places in the world where you can make with commissions, let's just call it $50 in 30 minutes. I mean, I would never go up to somebody that makes minimum wage and say, I made $50 in 30 minutes. I'm not very happy about it. That would make me a greedy savage. But overall, yeah, I could have, should have, would have been up a lot more, but that's all hindsight. And in trading, when you don't know, and you just can't risk having moves actually be true moves that explode against you, and then those losses get way bigger than they need to be, and you never can fight back. But because I honored the loss, I cut the loss, I was able to not only fight back, but also end up being in the green. So if you appreciate these, hit that like button, leave a simple comment down below. Everybody, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.